Radio Raheem here with Willie Monroe. You know, last time I talked to you, man, it was an epic battle. You had put on a hell of a performance against Triple G, main event. It was a huge night. And even not getting the victory, it seemed like you had risen your stock. Yeah. People respected what you did that night. It's been over a year since that day. Talk to me about why the layoff.
It's just the business of boxing. I mean, it happens. You know, everybody's walk in life or walk in the sport is different, and that's just what I was handed, so I had to deal with it, you know.
What would you say you've been doing, I guess, for just over a year, being that boxing is such an active sport, it's so physically demanding? How do you stay sharp and ready to step back into that ring?
We've done a few different things, you know. We've wrestled with alligators and tussled with whales, hand clubbed lightning, throw thunder in jail. No, I'm like, no pun intended. Rest in peace to the great Muhammad Ali. We just stay in the gym. I have a great team. I have my family is great. My whole unit is great, and they just keep us close. You know, I mean, they keep my head on a level playing field, man, because it's real easy to get down in the slumps after a loss, and you know, so many people are saying so many negative things. But I put together a brand new team and got some really good people around me. So.
When you change up your team, of course, it makes people wonder what you felt like you had to fix. Again, everybody wants to win. You want to fix that. But what is it that the new team brings that the last team didn't have that you feel brings you closer to victory?
It's not that I had to switch to get closer to victory. I just needed a little bit more closeness. That's all. You know, that's the type of guy I am. And I brought my amateur coach back. And one thing my amateur coach, you know, one thing he said to me that really resonated with me was there's a lot of things that you used to do, you know, coming out of the amateurs and early on in your professional career that I watched you do that you don't do anymore. And he's very true, you know. I switched up a little bit and got away from who I am, trying to be more of that, what people call a top fighter. Because like when I first started my professional career and I went to like 10-0, you know, I was real flashy. I threw the fast combinations. I juked and jived a little bit, and all the top guys would tell me, you're not going to make it in professional boxing like that. It doesn't work. This won't work for it out. So I toned it down a little bit and tried to be more of a basic fighter, and it just doesn't work for me. You know what I mean? Some people, they're just too artistic, you know what I mean, to be basic. You know, I graduated from a performing arts school. I didn't go to a regular high school because of my artistic abilities. So why tone down the gift that God has given me to please men here? So,
and thinking about this in a mental perspective, because, you know, a lot of fighters feel like boxing's mostly mental. That's a long time, even for a good performance, for a loss to sit on your mind and to be able to mull it over and think about it over and over again. How do you deal with that in the course of 12 months? Do you feel like it was therapeutic? Are you coming back in the ring stronger? Or are there doubts there that you have to win a fight to pleasing yourself, to answer?
I mean, only God knows that. You know what I mean? God doesn't make mistakes, and I'm just rolling along with His plan and with my team plan. You know, whatever God puts out there for me to do, I'm just gonna say, you know, you're the one. I'm gonna go do it. You know, that's it.
What do you feel like it takes for you to climb back into that main event spotlight to get where you want to go in this sport? If you were to plot your course, how would it look?
That's another thing you can't plan, because I mean, it could happen right after this fight. It may take 2 or 3 fights. You know, the boxing business is like that. You know, you could be on top today and the scum of the earth tomorrow. So you just got to keep working and keep moving forward.
The 160 division is crowded. There's a lot of talent there, and I'm asking, in your perfect world, if you were to be able to determine how this course would go, would you stay at 160? Would you want like a Canelo weight, 55, just to grab that spotlight back real quick? You know, why not you there? Or who's at 160 that you see on your target list?
I mean, I would like to fight any of the top guys at 54 or 160. I could still make 154. I mean, the Charlo brothers look pretty good in their 2 wins. You know, I mean, I think those would turn out to be great fights if I could fight either one of them. Canelo, obviously, I mean, I think he's the big man in boxing right now. He's the big man on campus, so everybody's gunning after him. If Miguel Cotto's still around, that would be a great fight for me. You got Billy Joe Saunders, Danny Jacobs. God willing, if I can get back on the road to Triple G, I'll do that again. You know what I mean? I don't regret fighting him the first time, and if it could happen the second time, I'd love for that to happen too.
You say Canelo's the big man in boxing, but you face Triple G. Right. So if those two got in the ring together, how do you think that'd come out? Who's winning that fight?
I said it right after the fight when I fought Triple G, and everybody was like, "Oh, he's be it a sore loser." I just know boxing. I think that's Canelo's fight, just simply because I got the best work done with Triple G in rounds 3, 4, and 5 on the inside in his chest, and that's how Canelo likes to fight. Canelo likes you to come to him. So if you're going to be on the inside with Canelo and your inside game isn't good, he's going to break you down. And Triple G's inside game isn't good. He's a mid-range fighter. That's where I got most of my work done at when I was at close range. So if Triple G wants to beat Canelo, he better learn how to fight from the outside.
Radio Raheem here with Willie Monroe. Man, it's a pleasure to see you. Pleasure to see you back in the ring on Saturday night. We're looking forward to it. Radio Raheem and Willie Monroe.